Hello and welcome again. This is Sobanjo. I'm glad that you're joining me again today. A lot of companies right now in the middle of the pandemic, a lot of people have lost jobs. And the series that I'm doing right now is to help anyone out there that is asking questions around how do I make money from home? How do I make money online? What are some of the skills that I have that I can turn into money? And last week I started on that note. I shared some examples of websites that would pay you money with when you help them achieve some of the goals that they have. And today I'm going to be continuing that. And again, I want to say that in Cornwall, Ontario, I'm recording this in Cornwall, Ontario, in Canada. And in Cornwall, Ontario, I've gone around and I've seen that in the big malls, what's going on right now is a lot of the big stores are closing down, and I'm like, these are huge stores that you would go in and lots of people are working there, lots of things happening, lots of goods and materials that they have for sale. But now, because of the pandemic, because of the fact that most companies were shut down over the period of the pandemic shutdown, a lot of companies are not able to survive because they depended on people coming in through the doors every single day. And so people that were working in those organizations, people that were working in in the hospitality or organizations, like hotels and all of that, a lot of these companies have been affected. And a lot of other professional companies also, professional, I mean, people like, in engineering, and, this whole system has changed the way we do everything that we do. And this has got a lot of people thinking that even though I have my job right now, it might be important for me to have a way of selling my skills online, from the comfort of my home, because for the last 6 7 months we've all been working from home. Some of us were working from home way before this, but a lot of people that would go to work are now asked to work from home, and it's a great thing. But at the same time, a lot of people are now asking the questions of what else can I do to bring money. Now, this also will cover people that are just starting out, students that are in school, elderly people that are home and now understand how to use technology and all of that. This would actually work for anyone. And last week, like I said, I posted some ideas last week. This is just a continuation of that, and I'm going to say that this is going to go a little longer than usual today, because I want to try to kind of close the session with this series with this session. Okay, so let's jump in to idea number one that I have for you today. Now, again, the ideas are the skills that you have. How can you monetize them and bring them into money making platforms for yourself? Okay, now there's a website that I left out last week that I would like to add, and that's in the tutoring. The idea now is the tutoring, online tutors. Okay, last week I talked about English, learning English, for little children and different people, VIP kids. Okay, but there are other people that want to learn. Adults also want to learn English in different countries that are not speaking English. So I'm going to show you this website here that is called Cambly is actually, I believe the way they work with this company is you're actually charting. Okay, you're chatting with the students. Okay, so you're just chatting and you're being paid to chat with someone that is learning English. Okay, so you want to consider this as well. And the other one that I would like to also talk about today is tutor.com. Okay, tutor.com. Now, whatever it is, whatever skill you have, whatever whether it's maths, whether it's science, whether it's whatever it is, companies like tutor.com is available. You can register as a teacher. You see right there, it says become a tutor. Okay, and you can just become a tutor by signing up here, and obviously you can look at whatever opportunities that they have. See, it says for US military families, for higher education, for libraries, for kids grade K and K up till 12, and then for corporate partners. Okay, so you see, there are companies that are bringing expatriates from different countries, and they would be willing to teach those people. Okay, so you can imagine selling your services. You may not directly be able to connect with all of these clients that they are already serving, but if they give you a training and they see that you're good, they would hire you and they will pay you to do this. Again, the idea is, I want ideas that you can do that would give you at least $1,000 a month, from whatever country you're working from. Okay, so that's tutoring. That's one idea. The next idea that I want to focus on is the idea of writing. A lot of people, I meet a lot of people that would say, I like to write. In short, a lot of people have the dream of eventually writing a book one day. Okay, now if you're just the kind of person that words flow off your tongue easily, you just find it easy to write. You're just, these are things that you can do and you can focus on as a career. Now, it doesn't even matter whether you have another career that pays the bill right now. You can focus on this and then you begin to work on it. I have hired writers over the years. Okay, and up till today, writers, I like to write, but at the same time, there are times that I would like to write something and I'm not I don't have the time, and maybe there are some complications and things that needs to be studied in a particular field, and I'm not involved with that. I would rather hire somebody, coach them, and this is a very good place where you can find people like that, and you can actually become that person, where you become that talent. Okay, that person that is writing. Okay, and you see here it says talent gallery. So if you register with Writers Access, now Writers Access is one that is not only US or not only Canada. Okay, so I would. This is the reason why I put this here. Now there are other countries. I mean, other websites like Text Broker is another one. Text Broker is another one that you can use for writing articles, and Fiverr.com and Upwork. Okay, all of these places you can register if writing is your thing. Okay, and you don't even have to be a writer in all fields. Okay, you can, if you say, for example, you are an engineer and you like to write. Okay, you can say, I do engineering writing. Okay, so there are companies that are startups or big companies that want to write about engineering. They want to do research about engineering. You go in there and you be their writer, because you also love to write, and the way you write, people love to read what you write. They would hire you and get you to do the work. And I've met people in different parts of the world. Okay, I hired Nigerians to write and I have these Nigerians that are writing, making thousands of dollars doing this kind of work. Okay, and you would need to register in companies like this, where you can share your services, your skills with them, and you can be doing this, and you can do this even if you're just starting out as a teenager that likes to write, or a new school freshman in the university. You can start to write. Okay, or you have a side extra 3 hours every day or every week that you want to put into something. You can do this, and if you can work on it, you can build it. It becomes something really great and something really tangible for you. Okay, so that's that. And then the next one that I have is like an umbrella kind of platform where you can do a lot of different skills. Okay, and you've heard me say this already, but I'm gonna now break it down into different talents or different skills that you can have, that you can break into, that you can go to Fiverr.com, and you can actually be that one that is serving people. So if you look up here, you're going to see lots of different departments or different categories that you can do. But I'm going to focus right now. I want you to, the way you're going to look at this, okay, it's not just to take your skill and say, I can do this. Okay, now it's true you can do it, but we have to always start. I'm your coach that I want you to have a lot of profit from every endeavor that you make. A lot of people are here on Fiverr. In short, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people are selling on Fiverr, but it's not everyone that makes money on Fiverr. Okay, now the first question you have to ask yourself when you're going into a platform like this is, what kind of people, what kind of talents do I have? What kind of skills do I have? Okay, so for example, if you're a writer or you know how to, design, before you start to promote yourself here, the first thing you have to ask yourself is, who are the people that I am going to be serving? Okay, so think of people that have money. Okay, people that have money, people that need the skill that you have. Say, for example, you're a writer. You saw how I was talking about, companies that need writers. Okay, companies, why do they need writers? A lot of people, if it's just a book, that somebody is writing, they would rather write it like for themselves. There are people that hire ghostwriters. I've hired ghostwriters, but a lot of times when I hire a ghostwriter for a book, I tend not to be able to use the material because I'm on a deadline and I need to actually rework it again to make it feel like me talking. But I've not had that kind of. But I know a lot of big authors, like John Maxwell. the other day I listened to John Maxwell and I realized that many of the books that John Maxwell writes and publishes, he's not the one that writes them. He has a writer that is now like him, okay, and they work together, okay. So if you're a writer and you want to, thank you, for that. If you're a writer and you want to be writing for other people, you can actually, use that skill, go onto platforms like this, and somebody would hire you now. So you can use your writing skills, and you would be able to benefit from that. Now I'm going to tie writing with editing. Editing is another skill that is linked to writers, okay? Because personally I've paid thousands, okay, in editing, because I've published different books, okay? And when I publish books, I would have an editor, in different formats, that would help edit this book and edit, there's structural editing, there's grammatical editing, there's, different aspects of editing, so you always have to start from, who am I trying to help? What is the problem that they have? And how can I solve that problem for them? While they, pay me for the service that I'm providing for them. Okay, so this is where you come in and you begin to ask yourself, I do have editing skills. Can I register on a platform like this as an editor? Okay, so writers. So what you do is you come here and you say, it says find a service. Let's see. Let me show you writer. Okay, writer. Let's see, copyright. Okay, so you see there's write content, for people write book, copyright or content writers, write website content, business plan writers, SEO content writers. Okay, so you see it's different fields and different departments. Now, if you just say I'm a writer, people will look at it and nobody cares. They will just look at you and they will go find whatever it is that they are looking for. So when you want to, you have to look at, and these are the detailed work that I do with my clients to see how can you actually brand yourself, doing the one that you really love to do, okay? The aspect of that work that you really love to do. For example, SEO content writing. The way it works is there is a style of writing that you must have, and there are some guidelines that you must follow in order for your work, to rank in search engine optimization, like to rank on Google. And how when you go online and you type, how do you make chin chin, okay, or pretzels, okay? If you type that, the person that has written their own article, in a SEO format that complies very well with the SEO format, is the one that will rank highest, okay? And that number one person that you see, it's because they've put a lot of things into writing their materials, and I have websites where I'm ranking, SEO ranking for different topics, okay? And so if you search online and you see, you will see my website will be one of the first 10 that you're going to see. Okay, so that's what SEO content writing is all about. So if you're good at that, or you can learn that. Okay, so again, the idea is not that you're already good at that. If you can master, do some research, get some understanding on how it's done, then you can, when I hired my writers, when we hired them earlier on, we had to do training to say this is the way to write it, and then we gave them format on this is how you should write, this is what you should include, these are the things, and then when they're done, then I take it again and I edit it and I put the structure the way I want it to be done, and then I post it. And then after a while I put them and I said, I will show you, you do this, do this, do this. I just come in and I check. That's it. Okay, so these are things that you can master. You can learn a skill where you tell yourself, I really want to see whatever it is that I can improve on, whether it's copywriting is writing with with sales in mind. Okay, you're trying to sell. Okay, so somebody is writing, the way I'm going to write a message to you is very different from the way I'm going to write it to somebody that I want to buy. Okay, so that's another skill on its own. You need to write, and companies would pay you to do this. Okay, so let's go to copywriting, for example, and you're going to see the kind of deals that people are getting in this. Okay, so you look at this, somebody would say entry level, killer copywriting. This person says he's going to write you killer. Okay, and just looking at killer, what I was just saying about copywriting, just the killer copywriting or shows to you that this guy is a copywriter, is a good copywriter, and you can look at he says he's had 469 views. 469 reviews. Okay, so it means that he must be doing something good. Okay, there are other people that are, they have the lower entry point, and if you click on each one of them, you may say, no, I don't want to be earning $7. But if you click on this person, let's take a look at this person, for example. E-class copy, whatever that is, I don't know, and you can see he says his basic is going to give you simply put copy that converts. Okay, up to 30 words, think tagline, titles, emails, short emails, and social media posts. Okay, that's $7 for 30 words. Okay, and then let's look at standard. Okay, now you can see, now we're talking. Now he's not looking at, there's so little that you can do with 30 words. Okay, so if you want to do something good as a business owner, you're talking at least 300 words. Okay, and so three up to 300 words. Now we're talking $91, Canadian. And then if you want, you can even go further and imagine if he does one or two of this every day. Okay, if he does one or two of this every day, where $1,000 is so easy to get to. Okay, now let's go back and see that other guy that was a killer. Let's see the kind of offer that he has, because his lowest is 49. Let's see what he has as his premium. Okay, so this one says 20 minutes for the best. Contact me before ordering the best. This one is best for 20 minutes copy consult. Okay, so this is even just a consult. It's not doing any work for you. Is just doing a 20 minutes consult for $50. Okay, and then if you go up, it says the writer's strategy for killer sales. Get 1 hour of carefully curated content. Okay, and 300. Okay, so now he's giving you 1 hour. He's promising you that in 1 hour it'll be done. And it's the same thing that the other guy is talking about, competitor research, and he's going to do 2 focus words. Okay, so it's these. This is what you need to learn. Now look at this. Your personal salesman. 421. Okay, now 3 hours of copy that converts so well, you swear a personal salesman was following your customer. Okay, so now this alone makes a salesperson, because I have products that I sell. I want to, I feel like hiring this guy now, because it says, don't worry, you're going to be having people that are going to be, you will feel like a salesman is following your customers everywhere. Okay, so that's one idea that you want to focus on. And then the next idea that I also want to look at in Fiverr here is what we call the voiceover. Okay, so voiceover is a skill that you use that when you're doing, so for example, a lot of people would have online businesses or different products or whatever, and they know they need to do audio and video. They want to do it, but they can't do it. Maybe they're afraid of listening to themselves at the beginning or whatever. Okay, they don't want to put their name. They don't want to put their face. They don't want to put their voice. And so sometimes they will hire somebody to do the talking for them. Okay, or think of a radio station. Okay, some jingles, some ads, that you hear on the radio, on the TV. You hear somebody talking. Okay, but you're seeing another video. That's a voiceover artist that did that talking. Okay, so for example, if you have a voice, okay, it's a lot of people will think, because I have a good voice, what I should do is I should go into music. But it's true. However, to make it in music, it takes forever. Okay, and it takes getting a huge break. Now there's a easier route which you can actually bring that voice that God has given you. You can bring it into the world of voiceover. For example, I'm going to do a quick demo. Let's say you're able to do this kind of voice switch. Okay, so my voice is like this, but then normally if I could say, hello, you're watching live TV. If you're able to you have that kind of a voice that you're able to do some jingle, or you're able to mix your voice. There's a lady in Nigeria in different parts. This lady, she can turn her voice to a baby voice, and she would say something like, auntie, I'm sorry, I want to, she would do all that, and she gets paid thousands, maybe even millions in naira, okay, to do this. Okay, so if you're able to do something like this is what is called voice over. Okay, so I'm going to show you now. Let's see. It says female voiceover, male voiceover, American male voiceover, voice over Spanish. Okay, so if you're able to do any of this, what you do is you just go, let's see, voiceover female, and let's see what kind of rates that they are making. Okay, so you can see all the women there, they're rocking it in that field. And see, let's see one that has a lot of reviews. Wow, this person 900 and something. Let's see her. Let's see what she has and the kind of service and how much she makes doing this voiceover thing. Okay, so she has lowest offer is 21. Oh my God, it's just 21. That's it. Okay, she doesn't have an extra. Okay, so it says number of words 100. I'm looking for a person. Okay, so it says get a quote. Do you have any special requirement? Get a quote. So I guess she would also have other people, other people asking for more. Okay, but she didn't add, and I would say for Ready 16, this is a very good, it's good to see. But the coach in me is saying, there's more opportunities for her to, even take it to the next level, where, there should be some other things. And most likely she actually may have moved out of Fiverr, and she's doing more of this outside of Fiverr. And I'm going to show you, how to do that as well. Okay, so let's go and see some other people that have good ratings. Okay, so we have Sailor 11, and let's see what she has as her reviews and her offers, you can maintain and you can build your business around this skill, and you can actually be multiplying and making a lot of money. I guess in this field, what they just do is just, I guess maybe because it's just reading, it says I create urban African American female style voiceover. So you can see what she does is she's going to talk African American, and if you're looking for something like that, you get it. Okay. And compared to the other lady that does 27, this person 21, this person does 42. And from there, you can see that, you can, and this is 100 words. I forgot how many words that was. Yeah, it's the same thing. And then you can always, improve on the number that you want. Okay. So that's a voiceover. And the sky is, the limit for lots of, opportunities that are out there. Okay. And then the next field that I want to also I want you to pay attention to is the virtual assistant. Okay, virtual assistant fields. Okay, virtual assistant. Okay, so if you know how to do Facebook, you know how to do some of these things online. Many of these things, they can be learned. You can learn and you can practice. And you become a pro at all of these things. Whether it's email marketing, you can different things that a business owner would need help with, so that they can focus on helping their clients, so that they can focus on the things that they love to do the most, that bring in the money. You come in from the back end and you begin to help them. Now, virtual assistant work, a lot of times before, we thought that, when you have a virtual, when you're, thinking of hiring an assistant, you're thinking that person needs to come here to work with you. Okay. Now, I work in my home. I may not want to bring my assistant to come in and work inside my home. So a lot of people, would hire a virtual assistant that would help them online to do the work that they want to do. Okay. So this is where virtual assistants, comes in. And like I said, after a while, when I was doing my writing, I increased the salary of my writer, and she became a virtual assistant. Okay. And she would do transcription. She would do this, she would do that. She would do, and, a little bit of, the work that I was doing on the back end, she was helping to do as well. So business owners are always looking for virtual assistants. And when you go in there, you can go and check what it is that you may be looking at it and you think, no, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to, what exactly am I going to do? This person has helped you to see, some of the tasks that virtual assistants will do: data entry, web search, WordPress listing, Excel sheets, MS Word, online data entry, lead generation, all sorts. And this other guy here, I can't read what he's written there. Let me just bring it closer. And virtual assistant, there's always, something that somebody wants to do: admin work, data entry, data collection, email handling, file conversions, all sorts of things that people find hard to do: PDF, PowerPoint, whatever, Photoshop editing, video editing, LinkedIn research, WordPress, social media management and engagements, all sorts of things like that. You can hire somebody to do that for you. This person says they charge $14 an hour, and for an hour of work. This is a bit low end, and then it says 6 hours you get to pay $84, and then for 20 hours you pay this. Now, you may be looking at it and you may be saying, this is so little, but imagine when you have a few clients that are paying you this many, so you're doing 6 hours of work for somebody, and you have a few hours, a few clients like that. Okay, you'll be fine. And especially if it's doing things that you love to do. Okay, and then now the next level is, now you can even begin to, which is the next the next idea that I want to share with you, is there are some skills that you already have. Let me come back to you. There are some skills that you already have now that you would do well in actually sharing. Hey, Adaiza, it's so good to see. It's been a long time. Anyway, there are some skills that you already have that you already can teach other people to do. Okay, these skills that you say, for example, virtual assistant, and you're already making good money. I was talking to my writer the other day, and she told me how much she's making now. It's huge. Okay, and I'm like, now is the time to start to teach other people to do the same. Okay, now, because now you have some formulas that you've learned over the years that helped you get hired, okay, get contracts, that help you do your work faster, that help you, with the tools and, different things that you're going to do. You can actually now bundle them, package them, and you call them a package. You actually now teach other people. You're making your money as a writer, but then you now teach other people to do just that. Okay, so you want to, and this is where I have a course that teaches you to package your expertise and puts it in an online program, an online course that you can just sell just like that. Okay, so that's another thing that you can do. And this, it doesn't even have to be just the ones that I'm talking about here. It could also be skills that you've been hired to do before, skills whether you are even doing right now as a worker in your company. You're already doing that right now. You can create a course and you begin to sell that course online, so that remember, I've told you many times where I'm waking up, I'm sleeping, and I'm hearing a lot of people buying my program. Right, and many of these programs, you even don't need to do anything. The thing, you'll just record everything and people will go through the program. I'm sure you've gone through some online programs before. So if you're looking for how to package your expertise and you want to make it into an online course, I have a course for you. I'm going to put a link to that course to this, so you can actually benefit from the deal that is going on right now. That there's a massive campaign that I'm doing right now that has brought the price really, really low. So you want to use that opportunity to get that. And the next point that I have there is you can go into affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is, and I've done this training before. If you're in my Facebook group and you're watching this on the Facebook group, if you scroll down, you're going to find the one that I did in about Amazon affiliates, because I make money from Amazon affiliates as well. I mean, Amazon as well. And some other companies that I work, that I use their tools. Okay. I would sign up with them as an affiliate. And if I tell people about it, I would get paid for, when other people, buy the program or the product. Okay. So now affiliate marketing, the way it works is, people have their programs or their products that they want to sell. You sign up as an affiliate with them and they pay you for referring clients to them. I also do this with my program. Okay, now the online programs that I have, I also have affiliate program where if you refer people to me, you get 50% of the online course, that course that I was talking about. You get 50%, of the sales that comes from that. Okay, so obviously if you have more people, you can get more paid. Okay, so affiliate marketing is a very major thing that a lot of people, and you don't even need the whole world to be able to be making good money from affiliate. Any products that you're using, you check, do they have affiliate? You can actually sign up with them as an affiliate and you start to sell for them, and you can sell for me as well. And actually, on that note, there's the last idea, which is the number one idea that I always, that I'm going to be talking about, is the idea. Actually, maybe I should call it number two. This number two idea is the idea where you actually become a salesperson for somebody. Okay, you become a salesperson for somebody. So it's a bit different from affiliate. Affiliate, you get, little commission from, what little programs and products that people sell. Okay, and I told you, like in my Amazon, you get cents, okay, from each person's purchase, but because you get a lot of it, it accumulates and it becomes something substantial. But now imagine in my big program, okay, if you want to be a salesperson that actually talk to my clients for me and actually do the conversation and enroll new clients, you can get up to $500, okay, from just one client for me. Okay, so you can imagine if you sign up to be a salesperson. You remember, I was talking about a few weeks ago, I was talking about being a salesperson. And if you've not watched that video, you can look at the lineup and you will see it there. And I'm going to put this link the link to this on YouTube as well. If you become a salesperson to someone, you're going to need to learn the skills. Okay, there are different skills. Learn to negotiate, learn to solve, sort out objections that people have, and learn to talk about the features and benefits, and talk about the goal that the person has and the dream that they have, and bring yourself into their dreams and all that. There are lots of styles, and if you'd like to know more about sales, I would do, most likely I'll do another training on sales in the future. But if you work as a salesperson that actually talks directly to the person, you get a lot more from what you're doing than just an affiliate. Okay, but all of them are good. Okay, so because like I said, I have affiliates, and I'm my own salesperson right now. Okay, so I get all my money, I get to keep all my money. But if you're there and you're very good at sales and you want to pursue the work of sales, this is a very good opportunity for you. And like I said to you, if you're able to bring me one client, you actually get up to $500 for that. And the last of the ideas is actually now to build a business around that skill. Okay, instead of just selling your ideas online and all that. That's the entry level. Okay, where you actually you're just selling to whoever. Now when we work together with my clients, what I help you do is we now fine tune it. You're already making good money. We want to elevate that. We want to take it to the next level. We want to, market what you have as, your skills and whatever it is that you have. So this is where we're going to, I'm going to, and actually there's an opportunity that I want to share with you, and I'm going to put a link to this, where if you're out there and you're looking for how to package your expertise and you're looking for tools. Okay, a lot of people say to me, tools, I don't know how to use tools. I have this tool that I work, that I bought, and I'm an affiliate with them as well, that if you want to use, you can use it to organize your programs and everything. You can use, there's a free portion of it, but if you want to go further, obviously you need to pay for the bigger one, and that's the one that I have, where instead of paying this person, paying that person, paying that other company, I now pay one person, and I'm really loving it. Okay, so if you want to market your thing and you want to have a website, and you don't want to go through the aspect of having all these updates and all the things that comes with having a website, this is the place to go. Okay, so I'm going to put a link. It's good. It's in the, I'm going to put in the link here so that you can be a part of that. It's free. You don't need to buy anything. Okay, but if you want to go to the next level, and I think they're even doing a promotion right now, which is an upgrade. If you want to build your website and you want to build a system, a big system. This is what I teach my big clients, my premium clients, what to do. We build their business structure, the profit making machine. So this, I'm going to put a link to that. Go for it and buy, and register with them. It's free. And even just start small. Start with the free, before you start saying you want to increase what you have with them. All right. So again, I would like to hear from you. What I really enjoyed, the feedback from last week. This week, I would like to hear from you. Which of these ideas are you currently doing or want to start to do? I got someone said to me, last week, I've already registered for 2 of them. I'm ready to see what next, is going to come. If you've had any new details, or maybe from last week, share with us, what's coming up, what are you getting from that. Okay, have you been approved? Do you have any contracts or anything like that? Okay, so again, the ideas, there are so many of them. I don't want you to jump and start doing all of them. I want you to pick the ones that relates well with you, and feel free to ask me questions, leave comments below, and I'll be very glad to give you some feedback on what I think you should do. You can even leave a post to wherever you're promoting your work in this regard, and I'll be very glad to help you. All right, so I'm glad that you were able to. Thank you for joining me, Adaize, for today, and for every one of you that joined me live. God bless you, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I look forward to seeing you again by God's grace next week. Bye-bye.